Wow, what a humble, talented young man with a very bright future ahead of him, Glover.
Man, it's funny, bro. He's definitely humble. I thought he was Jackson Dart, bro. He looked like Jackson Dart. He had the headband on with the hair. He talked about he got a haircut, man. But I mean, he looks like Jackson Dart, man. We should do a side by side. Check that out, man. But yeah, seemed super humble guy, hardworking guy. And that's the attitude that you got to have as a rookie coming in, man. Just come in with the attitude to work, earn your stripes, do what the team needs, learn as much as you can. Be a good rookie. You only get one time to be a rookie in the NFL, and we can say what we want to say, but I mean it's an honor to be a rookie in the NFL, and so enjoy it, learn from it, soak up as much as you can. And he seems like that type of guy. Those are the type of guys that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell are bringing in, identity guys, culture guys that fit right into what you're trying to build, and he seems to fit that mold perfectly.
Yeah, and they moved up to get him, so there's obviously something in that guy that they really like and are going to invest in as far as the future goes. And he may get more opportunities in this game against the Bengals because, according to FanDuel, anyway, the Lions are going in giving 10.5 against a Bengals team that's 2-2 right now, and obviously struggling if you look at their game against the Broncos on Monday Night Football last week. So there might be some opportunities for him if the game score dictates that. Your thoughts on this game going into Cincinnati on the road and making it a fourth straight win?
Well, they definitely should go and take care of business. Obviously, this is an NFL football team, so they can't go in there thinking that Cincinnati is going to lay down. We all had pride. Nobody likes to lose, right? Nobody likes to lose. So they got to go in and just show that they are who they are. Obviously, you got to take the show on the road. They went on the road against Baltimore and showed extreme focus and got a big win, but that was also a big game on national TV. They got to bring that same focus, that same intensity to a Cincinnati game. When obviously Cincinnati is struggling. It is what it is. And so, but they got playmakers. Jamar Chase is a really good football player. T. Higgins is a good football player. Those guys can make plays. And so I'm pretty sure they're trying to find ways inside that meeting room that they can get those guys the ball and take some pressure off Browning and put pressure on those guys, put the pressure on those superstars and let them do what they do. And so, I mean, 10.5 is a lot. Obviously, it's an NFL football game. But I feel like I got to take the Lions. I mean, I don't think I mean, unless they just play bad, I can't see them scoring less than, 4 touchdowns, 28, 35 points. And unless Cincinnati just starts to play amazing, I mean, I just don't know if I can see them scoring, more than, a touchdown or two. So I definitely get the Lions, take that plus 10. And then, maybe we'll get to see a little more Isaac Tesla.
Yeah, so you think that since he's not going to score a lot, obviously the odds makers think that the Lions are going to put up a number because the over-under set at 48.5 right now. So if you think it's going to be a low-scoring affair for the Bengals, well, then that means the Lions are going to run one up. Also, I asked Isaac about the confidence inside the room with this team right now. He said they always had confidence. There's no doubt about that. But the odds makers, especially at FanDuel, have a lot of confidence in where this Lions team is headed right now. When we first started talking about them, they were plus 1,700 to win the Super Bowl, 6th best odds in the league. They've now moved up to the 3rd best odds in the league at plus 900, growing week over week over week. What do you think has made them more of an odds-on favorite as the weeks roll over, besides the wins and losses? What are people seeing on the field from this team?
Well, I mean, I think you're seeing a really good football team. Like I've been saying week in and week out, they look mature. When you start looking at their stars, Jared Goff has been there. He's a guy that's been proven in that system. Amon-Ra St. Brown has been there. That O-line, Taylor Decker, Penei Sewell, Graham, those guys have been there. And so, the young guys are coming along well. You look at the defense, the guys, they've been playing really well. And so, from an odds maker standpoint, I think the biggest question that you had coming into this thing was the coordinators being gone, Aaron Glenn leaving, Ben Johnson leaving. You don't know how they're going to be. Are they going to be this? Are they going to be that? And then you kind of have a sour taste in your mouth based off of how it ended last year, being the number 1 seed and then losing to a Commanders team in your first playoff game, right? And so now they've come back, and then week 1, they didn't have a great performance against Green Bay. I'm just going to be honest with you. They looked very lethargic, didn't look like they had the intensity that it takes to win in the NFL. And ever since then, they've made those adjustments. The coordinators, the play calling, Kelvin Shepard, John Morton, all those guys, the superstars have stepped up the last 3 weeks, and they look like an entirely different football team. If you look across the NFL, they look like the most complete team in the NFC for sure at this point. And so I think that alone, you got to move them up and say, I mean, they're one of the favorites. I mean, I mean, you know, it's going to come down to, obviously they're going to play Green Bay again, and I'm pretty sure we're going to welcome that challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, I hate to, you know, look at it like this, but you know, the NFC West, you know, the Rams, they'll be tough, right? Stafford's doing his thing, and then you got the East, Philly, and then you got the South in Tampa. So I think the Lions are going to be right there in that mix to be making a run for this thing at the end.
Buffalo and Philly are the only teams in the league with better odds at winning the Super Bowl right now than your Detroit Lions. So obviously they're in good company as far as those contending for the Super Bowl, according to the odds makers at FanDuel right now. Speaking of FanDuel, this is Believe in Lions, brought to you by FanDuel. And we would like to thank our special guest, Isaac Tesla, for joining us on the show here today. Glover and I will be with you right after the Bengals and the Lions play in Cincinnati on Sunday to give a recap. We can't wait to get with you then. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Believe in Lions, and we'll see you soon.